prison when I was 18 and almost got killed for getting a tattoo on my thigh by a gang member. When I was 18, I went to prison, not jail, prison. I'm talking about down the road, shave your head bald prison. I'm in there. I started dating this Crip. The nigga that I was dating, he had been locked up for 15 years. Y'all know how that go. When you're in prison and you a gang member and you've been locked up for a certain amount of time, they allow you to mess around with gays or punks, as y'all said. But you have to be locked up for a certain amount of time to be able to do that and still get respected. So he was heavily respected, still banging, still active, everything. Okay, cool. And we walk around. That was my man. My man sold weed in there. One day, it was this blood and his roommate down there. They used to run tattoos on niggas in the dorm and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get me some tattoos done. So I told him, I said, go talk to him and, you know what I'm saying, see if I can get in, you know what I'm saying, and get me a tattoo. He wound up working a deal with the nigga to, you know, give him some weed, and the nigga was going to do my tattoo. So the tattoo is right here on my thigh, y'all. It didn't get finished by the time it was time to lock down in the cells that night. So my stupid ass decided to stay in the room with the blood nigga in overnight and lock down in there with him and his roommate and finish my tattoo. The doors popped at 6. My tattoo was done. I went in my cell. I tried to creep back, hoping nobody had seen me. Like, I was like, as soon as the doors popped, I was running out that room, going to my room, because I already knew, like, you can't get caught walking out no gang member room, especially no blood. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the morning, they go think we got something going on. And prison is not no joke, y'all. For real. I done went in my room. I'm thinking I got away with it. I'm asleep in my room. So my nigga come in my room and he cursing me out. You a stupid ass bitch. You a stupid ass bitch. Look what you done. You done stirred up all this mess. Da, 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 da. So I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all, mind you, I'm 18. I'm scared as shit. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? This nigga tell me that this nigga's out trying to get in the dorm to get me and the blood. I'm like, what you mean they trying to get us? He like, stupid ass bitch, they trying to kill you. Now look at you, finna start a war.
I told you guys, when it comes down to gang members messing with them boys in prison, it ain't no joke. Stuff like that can get you seriously hurt. The gangs have zero tolerance for that kind of stuff. Because you, at the end of the day, you're a reflection on that gang.
So like I said, I'm 18 in that, you know what I'm saying? I'm fresh. I don't know nothing about no motherfucking prison. So when a nigga walking in your room telling you that it's about to be a war because of you, you scared as fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say, bitch. I'm in that shaking. He tell me to look outside the door. I'm not looking all the way outside that door, bitch. If y'all know prison, them niggas don't have weapons. They walk around with shanks. Who finna get stabbed with a fucking piece of bed metal? She done lost her mind. So I'm telling y'all, I just cracked like a piece of the door just to look at it just enough. I see hella niggas, hella blood niggas standing in the cellar court trying to get inside the dorm to get me. But they not just trying to get me. Y'all ain't trying to kill the other 2 blood niggas too. Just for even let me stay the night in that room. Ooh. So y'all, I stayed in my bed that whole mother bitch. I didn't get up out that bed. I stayed in my bed. I'm talking about with the sheet back, like I'm laying in my bunk. I'm like, with my door locked. No, I'm not finna, they not finna get me. I'm telling you, but like I said, my nigga Crip. So he out there with the Crip niggas, and the Crip niggas telling them like, y'all not coming in here. Okay, so the dorm that I was in had the head Crip, and that was over the whole compound. So the dorm I was in was predominantly Crip. They're not gonna let you come in here and do nothing to me, because if you come in here and do something to me, it's gonna fuck up what they got going on. And people got cell phones in here, they got drugs, you know, all types of shit. So if you come in here and try to kill me, or outside of 10 folks, shit go get took and all of that. So y'all not coming in here. They told them y'all not coming in here. That shit dead. Here it go, chow call. Like it was probably like later that night. My nigga come in my room cursing me out. He like, man, he said, what I told you from the jump when you first came in here, I'm gonna make sure you make it home. Y'all said, he was like, this prison, you hold your motherfucking head up and you go walk on that walk and you let niggas know that you ain't scared. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we together. You ain't finna be like no bitch sitting in no room all day. You be scared to walk on the walk because niggas will kill you. Like it when you get outside your dorm and you on that walk, walking anywhere, classes, child call anywhere. Niggas will, if a nigga want to get you, he can get you right then. My nigga had 4 Crip niggas with me. It was like 4 of them, and then it was like 2 him, and I had like 2 of my gay friends with me. Was walking there, y'all. So we done ate everything. We walking out the dining hall. Why does 2 niggas come up trying to get me, y'all? I'm shook again. Bitch. I'm running to the dorm. Like my nigga, he like, yeah, just go on to the, like I'm running, bitch. He telling me to go on. He's still standing up there with his Crip homeboy.
See, this must be on the West Coast or something, because even on the East Coast, it don't matter how long you've been in prison. You ain't, that stuff is not flying if you're in a gang.
Okay, so like I said, we in chow call, we in there eating, we finished. So we walking out of the dining hall, and 2 blood niggas tried to run up on me and stab me. So 2 of the Crip niggas start getting into it with them, so they stabbing each other. The blood niggas end up winning. They stab the Crip niggas up. The Crip niggas end up having to go to the hospital. So here come all the guards and stuff, all the officers. So they lock my nigga up like they locked the 2 blood up, and the other that was with my nigga. Y'all, I had already ran back to the dorm, me and the two gay, my gay friends that I was with. The next day, I had got a call out. If y'all know what a call out is a piece of paper that tells you like you need to be somewhere at a certain time, and it'll tell you where you need to be. So the call out was for me to go to the warden's office. So I'm sitting there like, what the fuck I need to go to the warden's office for? What the fuck he calling me for? So I was one of the officers in there. He works for the CERT team at the prison that I was at. Gave me like, told me what was going on. Like, oh yeah, it done got back to the warden that you're the cause of a gang war that's gonna pop off. So I'm walking up the walk, going to the call out. I'm nervous as fuck because I'm not trying to get transferred or nothing. My nigga's still here at this camp. I get to the warden's office. He's basically asking me like, what was going on, what happened, and why, and how am I involved? I'm not telling him shit, bitch. I'm not telling you nothing. First of all, bitch, you the police. So as I'm telling him that I'm not saying nothing and I don't want to get involved in none of that, this man says, so you don't want nothing, you don't want to tell me anything about the situation. I said, no, I don't want to tell you nothing about the situation. So he comes around the desk and he's like, well, I heard other things about you as well. I'm like, I was like, what did you hear about me? So this man tells me to get up and tells me that I can go. But before I leave, so I'm getting up to leave, he grabbed my hand and makes me start feeling on him. So I'm sitting there, y'all, I'm 18. This man is grown as fucking there. Like, I'm scared of shit, y'all, though. This is the warden. What the fuck am I supposed to do if the warden is sitting there making me touch him and is touching on me?
And this is exactly why I tell people don't glorify prison. It is a nightmare in there. No matter if you like men, girls, it's a nightmare in there. Just don't go. Stay at home. Stay safe.
Like I said, I'm getting up, getting ready to leave, and the warden started feeling on me. And then he made me start feeling on him. So I turned around and I told him, I said, if you finna try to do this with me, I need something from you. He asked me what I needed. I said, I need you to get my nigga and his homeboys out the hole. I said, and they need to come back to the same dorm that I'm in. All I know is me and the warden did what we did. And then I went back to the dorm, and the next day when I woke up, my nigga and his homeboys was walking into the dorm. Later on that day came, I'm sitting there chilling with my nigga and all that. All I know is we seeing hella officers walking down the walk. They coming in, all the lights in the dorm starting to come on. They locking us down. They telling us, lock the fuck down, lock the fuck down. They yelling in, they coming in, they screaming. So I'm asking one of the female officers, hey girl, like what's going on? What we getting locked down for? So apparently some Crip niggas that's in the open dorm over there, because I'm in the cell house dorm. So you know what I'm saying? We in the cells, but it's also dorms across the field where you not in the cell. It's just bunks over there. So it's like open. So apparently the Crip niggas done got revenge for the two blood niggas stabbing up the Crip niggas on the walk. And they done stabbed the blood niggas up. I'm talking about had them bloody. It was niggas getting airlifted because they had got stabbed up so bad. It was like hella niggas getting locked up. We seeing them getting locked up out. They walking out the door. We seeing like, so we was locked up for like 3 days, y'all. I'm talking about getting fed through the door and everything. Couldn't call our folks, couldn't do nothing. So the 3 days was over. And then they finally, you know, the compound is off lockdown. They letting us back out. The warden calls me back up there to the office. He like basically telling me like, I know all of this because I've already been getting intel. Officers in prison know how to get information out of other like cellmates, and you know, they'll offer them stuff. We need to find a resolution to this shit. So I go back down to my dorm and I'm talking to my niggas. So I'm like, the warden keep calling me, you know what I'm saying? He's saying we need to figure out what we need to do because gangs is literally going to war. So y'all, before I met my nigga, I was fucking with this triple OG blood nigga that was in the dorm with me. But the triple OG blood nigga that I was fucking around with, he was, you know, DL, like super DL, like, but he had young niggas all up under him, like he was running shit in the dorm for the blood niggas. So I wanted to fuck with him. I'm not fucking with no small fry ass niggas when I'm coming to prison because I was young. I said if I'm gonna fuck around with niggas in here, especially gang members, I'm gonna fuck with some niggas that got some stain in this bitch. So me and my triple OG blood nigga, so we was messing around and stuff like that. We would sneak around in the early mornings and stuff like that. Or, okay, I was a scammer in prison. So I used to know how to like do credit cards. I'm buying credit cards online, you know, the CVVs and all of that, and sending gifts and stuff like to his baby mama. Y'all, I swear to God, his kid's whole Christmas was on me one year. I'm in there. I'm buying shoes online. I bought her a TV for her living room. I'm buying all types of shit for his baby mama. Mind you, I'm in prison going down on her baby daddy. Like I said, I'm
give y'all story time on a time where my cellie tried to kill me in my sleep on Clemens Unit in 2022. If you was on Clemens Unit in 2022, I know you heard about the incident where my cellie tried to kill me in my sleep and I woke up and beat his ass. So boom, I'm gonna go and start off how everything broke down. How after everything happened, I kind of seen it coming. You know what I mean? So boom, I'm gonna get straight to the hard part. So bam, one day I had another Mexican cellie at first. He was Tango Odahome. You know, if you've been to TDC, you know what Tango Odahome is. So boom, they did a shakedown or whatever, and they find a cell. I mean, they find a knife in my cell. I don't know what's going on. So they asking me like, hey, you know, the and captain came and got me and all that, you know. Well, we found a knife in your cell. You know what I'm saying? Was it yours? I said, man, I just got to this cell yesterday, bro. It was like my second, third, fourth, maybe. I've probably been on Clemens for about a week. Only been there for a little minute though. Woody whoop, they ended up moving my cellie because it was his knife or whatever. I ain't have to say nothing. I guess he owned up or confessed to it. I sent them out his shit and when they came back to shit. So they gave me a new cellie while I'm in the day room on the phone with my brother. I'm like, man, they gave me a new cellie today. I'm looking at him, man. He a Mexican nigga. I mean, he was Honduran, but I thought he was Mexican. So I like, yo, man, they just moved this Mexican nigga in my cell, bro. Man, he seemed pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Nigga named Spooky. You know, he seemed pretty cool. He just got a bunch of tattoos on his face. Like he had the clown things on his face, teardrops, all that shit, you know, just looking real stupid.
Every prison has characters people will never forget. You're going to see people with a lot of facial tattoos, some scary ass people. I'm talking about full face tattoos.
So yeah, so whatever, when I get in the cell with him that night, you know, we chopping it up, going down through there. Turns out he was a little older than me. He was like 27. I was like 22. He like 27, 28. We chopping it up, going down through there, whatever. You know, he seemed all right. He seemed pretty cool. But my brother had told me on the phone earlier, like, bro, you might as well get that nigga out your cell. I'm like, man, he ain't no shit. So whatever. I started noticing the nigga started doing ice, bro. Like every day. He would go to visit and come back from visit, bro, with like 2 zips of ice, bro, just in his, Clemens wide open like that, bro. You can get anything in that hole for real. You can damn near get a bitch in that hole if they just come up to that bitch with a fade and some whites on. But yeah, bro, just started doing ice every single fucking day. And one day I had to get on his ass. I'm like, bro, you all up all at the wee hours of night, and nigga, it's 3 a.m. You cleaning up and pissing, and man, come on, man, I'm in this whole trying to sleep. So boom, I'm gonna tell you where it all broke the ice. It was a little riot that happened, you know, with the Mexicans in the Bloods or whatever, or the Tango Blast in the Bloods, or you know, so we had a little line up, whatever. We beat the Mexicans up. So he my cellie. He not Tango, but he used to be Tango. So you know how this goes. So I'm just, you know, I'm like, well, technically he ain't in it. So I ain't really, I'm just like, shit, you seen what happened? We beat the Mexicans up. But bro was wigging on meth, on ice all day. They crushed that shit up, snort that shit, and wig out. I'm talking about tie the cell door down, talk about they cell. They get to doing crazy ass shit, bro. So he doing that shit all night. Like, so we in the day room, he wigging, he didn't come out the cell, bro. He didn't come out the cell all day.
People think prison is a joke until they go in there and get a cellmate like this. I can see this story's not going to have a good ending.
He in the cell, so they finally rack us up. G4 rack up at what, 6? So I come back in the cell by 6 o'clock. He, what's up, Cellie? Bro, what's up, bro? You been in this whole tripping, bro. Like, is you good? Ooh, he said, yeah. Man, mind you, bro, got a fan motor already broke down and some more shit. I'm like, yeah. So he like, whatever, we chopping it up, going down through there. I lay down in my bunk, bro, to go to sleep so I could wake up tomorrow to call my people. So as I'm trying to sleep, I hear him by the door all night talking to some other Tango Blast nigga down the hall. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga, when I see you, yeah, when we come out tomorrow, I'm gonna beat the out you, nigga. I'm gonna beat your ass. So right when I'm finna wake up, I woke up, I'm like, damn, bro, this nigga going hard. So I end up going back to sleep. And then I woke up again. I'm like, hey, bro, chill out, calm down. You been doing this shit all night, for real. Calm down. So, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He I said it.
Right there, this is where it all starts. Prison is based off of respect. You know, that guy should have had respect when he's yelling at the door in his cell and he's trying to sleep.
My fault, mind you. He wigging out this ice. He just broke a fan motor down and some more shit. So I go back to sleep. Man, by the time I look up, I roll over and look up again. I say, what's up, Cellie? He got the fan motor in a sock with it kind of wrapped around his hand so he can get a good swing. I'm damn, Cellie, what you got going on? He say, I should have been killed you. I'm like, what? He like, I don't know who you with, I don't know. And then as he doing that, I'm trying to, you know, act like I ain't worried about shit, but I'm kind of getting up at the same time. And as he seen I'm getting up, he kind of caught on and bucked it at me. When he bucked it at me, he seen me getting up trying to block. He tried to swing and he missed. And I leaned on him, grab him, get him on the wall. He trying to swing it over his shoulder. It kind of hit me in the back. But once he did that, I ain't feel it. I ain't gonna say it hit me in the back like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. He swung it and it kind of hit me in the back, and I can tell he swung that hoe. So as I'm grabbing him, I swing him to the floor. I'm trying to get the fan motor out of his hand. Mind you, I'm really finna try to beat his face in with this hoe. So as I get the fan motor out of his hand, he was rambling. So I couldn't get the fan motor, so I just started punching his ass. Punching his ass. The guard came to the door and seen the door tied, so they was trying to open it. And I'm like, don't spray. They like, why y'all fight, man? Come on, man, y'all, man. I'm just, please don't spray. He calmed down. Boom. Whatever, woo, all that other shit. They move us to, what was that, Aero Bottom? At this time, that's what PhD and shit go, like when you catch the case. They moved us to Aero Bottom. So boom, whatever. He's sending me kites talking about, yes, Spooky stand on business, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is when we come out. So I write a kite back. Bet, you already know what time it is, nigga. We come out, I'm gonna punch your bitch ass down. Woo, bitch, you lucky I don't kill you. All that old shit. So we come out.
Dangerous it is to be in a cell with another grown man. The COs only come in there every walkthrough once an hour. So imagine if that guy would have got a good hit off with that fan motor, hit him while he was sleeping. He could have killed that man. When somebody's that messed up on drugs, especially ice, you never know what they're gonna do.
The cell for showers. It's like 3 in the morning. And he see me and he walk up. Now he coming down off the ice. Man, bro. I'm like, hell nah, bro. Like, I really want to crash out on you, bro. I'm really trying to make parole. So I ain't crash out in the hallway. I'm gonna be real. I ain't crash out. So boom, whatever, boom, bam, wham. I end up going back to the wing first. And bro end up staying over there, bro, like on Aero Bottom PhD for a long ass time. So they finally let him out of PhD. He came back to B-roll top. I was on B-roll bottom at the time, but B-roll top, that's where I put in my work. That's where I really, got active. So boom. He came back up there. Everybody sending me kites like, bro, you already know what time it is. You already know what to do. I'm in the day room downstairs on the phone like, yeah, this nigga try to play with me. They finna kill this nigga in this hoe for me. So boom. I ain't saying that on the phone, but I'm just, I'm popping my shit though. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Nigga, they calling child for B-roll bottom. Bro ass up there. He trying to tell everybody me and him good. We talked it out. Woo. Man, all you hear is a big ass rampage, bro. Like, bro, you can hear it from downstairs. Man, they say, I ain't see it with my own eyes, I'm not gonna lie, because I was on B-roll bottom, but I hurry up and came out the day room, tried to come up there and at least catch the last of it. They say, but this facts though. I ain't gonna say what they say, because this really facts though. This really facts. Them niggas stood on business by me on B-roll top. If you been on B-roll top, you know what it means when niggas standing on business about you. Overstood. So on my mama, he sat down in the day room thinking shit good. He was around like 20 Tongo blast niggas. On my mama, I forgot who took off on it first. Was it Lil D or was it was a vice lord, Lil Jamie? On my mama, Jamie took off on him first. Then my nigga A1 took off on him. Then my nigga John took off on him, man. Shout out John, man. Free John, man. G5. Man, everybody took off on him, bro. Every blood in that day room took off on him, bro. That's on my mama. Put hands on him. Life fighted him. Stabbed him up, my nigga. I ain't gonna say who did it, but yeah, stabbed him up. All that shit. Got him up off the wing. Really tried to get him off the unit. They ain't want to let him off the unit because they already TDC a place. Yeah. So, man, my cellie, bro, he tried to kill me in my sleep, bro, and that was the most traumatizing experience in my life. I ain't never imagined that I would wake up in a prison cell, bro, with a Honduran voodoo looking ass nigga standing over me with a fan motor in a sock, bro. If you been to TDC, you know what them fan motors do, bro. I'm telling you, bro, on some crazy shit, man. But that's my story time, man. That's my story time about on Clemens Unit, man.
Fan motor in the sock. You know, when you first hear it, it might not seem that bad, but them things can do some damage. You know, in the medieval, where they got the maces with the chain, with the ball, I'm gonna put a picture right here. That's basically what it is. It's a mace.
They don't care if you crazy, man. They will stick a ding-a-ling up in you quick, right? I seen a dude with no legs get it took, right? He's in a wheelchair. And I'm looking for this dude, man. I don't know what cell. I know what walk he's on, but I don't know what. I done forgot the cell number. So I'm walking past every cell looking in. And when I spotted him, I said, "Come on, man, let's go on the child, bro." But I seen this dude, man. He was screwing this dude and the dude didn't have no legs.
And you stopped and watched?
Nah, yeah, I looked. But I ain't gonna just stand there and watch till he I wanna make sure I see what I see, right? And I want motherfucker to know that I seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you can blackmail?
I ain't gonna blackmail, just I know who you are, bro. You know, I say, and the Jesse stays here. He stopped, he pulled it out. I looked at the dude. I said, damn, he ain't got no legs. I said that. He said, you need something, man? Man, hey, you need something? I'm like, man, I ain't even going there. I whoop both.
You don't want to go to prison. If this reaction keeps one kid from going to prison, it was worth making.